Going out, buddy? that's just great. No audio. I am having such a hard time with this because it keeps moving my inputs around. So anyway, let's just we'll open this back up again. Hello, everybody. My name's Ian. This is Starship Adventures. This is everybody texting me now to let me know that my mic is not working. It's working now. I've got a new mic that I'm trying out thanks to Jake at work. Yeah, I'm still getting no audio, but I'm showing that I'm putting out audio. So no matter how well I try to do on this show, it still comes out a pile of shit. All right, I guess it's working. I'm just going to keep on going at this point. Anyway, welcome to the show. My name is Ian. This is Starship Adventures. I am, as I've already said once tonight, broadcasting live from our studios in Southwest Florida, and we are broadcasting worldwide on YouTube, the largest broadcast platform in the world, reaching households in nearly every country and of all demographics, all races, ethnicities, and sexes. It's an amazing thing that we have here called YouTube, and I tend to take advantage of it to get the word out about what we do, what we like, and what we don't like about our world around us. So thank you, everybody, for being here. This is Starship Adventures. Don't forget to go to our backup channel, Starship After Dark, and throw a like and a subscribe on there. But only hit the notification bell here, because anytime this bell goes off, I am live. When the Starship After Dark goes live, it just means I'm testing stuff or I'm putting stuff up. So I wouldn't do that. It's going to drive you nuts. This one, though, you might want to, because when news breaks out there, I actually have folks here that keep an eye out along with myself to what's going on in the world. I mean, I work at a TV station, so I'm always keeping an eye out for what's going on. And if news breaks, especially over the weekends, because I'm usually home over the weekends, like this weekend I'll be home, and I'm going to be here all weekend. If news breaks, I will be going live with it. Yeah, hello, everybody. All right, sounds good. Blame the cats. No, I blame myself. It was a button I didn't hit. I'll take the blame. You know, one of the lessons I think that we incarnate here to learn is the ability to be humble and to admit that we were wrong. And it's a difficult one for me. I've worked on it my whole life. And just in the last 5 years or so, I've kind of got to the point where it's like, you know what? I hit the wrong button. No big deal. Turned it on in 2 minutes. You guys can hear everything I said earlier again, because I said it again. And no harm, no foul. I'm trying so hard. I get so mad. Like when I spill something or when I drop food and ruin my food or whatever, I enrage. I don't generally destroy anything, but I get really mad. And I don't like that. And it's something I've really been working on over the last, I don't know, 5 or 10 years. But as we get older in life, that's something we have to learn to master, is anger and things like that. It's still hard for me in traffic when you've got people that are just purposely driving like the night of the living dead, and I'm trying to get to work and make a living. It's really aggravating for me, but I'm learning how to get by it. Since I got my car that I bought, one of my things, my little resolutions I made to myself was that I was going to be a little easy on it. I was going to, and so far I have been. I had a guy pull right out in front of me today in a recycling truck. Literally turned left on a flashing yellow in front of me directly. I locked it up. I'm coming in. He stops. He's blocking both lanes. I got traffic coming this way that's sitting at the light waiting to go. I had a narrow passageway of about 15 feet to get through between the front of the dump truck, which is coming to a stop, and my car is, I've got the binders on and it's not stopping. So I went into survival mode. I let off the brakes and I just started steering, and I managed to tea kettle around that truck and slide the ass end around and clear it without hitting anything. And I wanted to go back and kick that guy's ass, but I don't do things like that. I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken. I love that. That's great. Yeah. It's true though. Just yeah, my bad. I've learned how to just say my bad. It's my bad. It is. We all screw up all the time. So, um, yes, absolutely. It sure does. All right. So tonight we've got A3 Atlas, a 3i Atlas, whatever the hell it is, upper right corner. We've got all the information popping up in that square about that. I didn't put the caption on there because I want you to be able to read the little updates. If you're watching on your TV, I am in full 4K tonight. It should be anyway. You guys should be able to see everything there is to see here as far as the little words and stuff if you're on a TV or on a computer screen. All right, in the middle screen up top, we've got Kilauea. It's been back and forth today, kind of burping and stuff, but right now kind of calm. Upper left, Christmas walk in the park. This is really cool. This is a live walk going on for the next hour or so. I thought I would bring it to you. It's great, and I don't know. I thought they were doing a really good job with this, so I figured I would just put it on here for a little while. I love the Christmas lights. I looked for protest stuff tonight, guys. There's none. I can't find anything. So I'm almost convinced that there's not a whole lot going on as far as that goes. Hold on, what we got here?
So again, live pictures from live.
Let me see if this. I don't think this is live. 7. No, it's not. It'd be 6:16. This says 4:37. It's like they're chasing a dump truck. This must have been from some other day. There's so much live spoofing going on out there. It's very difficult to find live things, and then I have to vet that they're live, you know? Hey, Lone Silencer. Hey, C Vallo. How you doing tonight? Thank you for coming in. Yeah, there was a lot of hope in that speech, I will admit, and there are a lot of good, lots of good stuff. Boy, we didn't see this one. Holy crap! This happened earlier. It happened about 90 minutes ago. I'm trying to get more information here on what's going on. This is in Sacramento. Hi, Mama. You gonna say hi to everybody at home? Say hi to everybody. Did you hear her meow? She's starting to meow again. She got to where she would move her mouth like she's meowing, but nothing would come out. Since she got really sick, now all of a sudden she's kind of meowing again. She's also got some white hairs growing back here. She does that when she gets really ill. Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect. It takes a long time for an economy to recover. We were in a very low point in our economy just a year ago, very much like Ronald Reagan came in after Jimmy Carter, who Jimmy Carter was a very good man. He just wasn't a good president, okay? And now Joe Biden, I'm not sure about. Let's just leave that there. But Jimmy Carter, good man, did more good work for this world before and after he was president than he did while he was president. But this economy was ruined. I can remember waiting in gas lines, and they would only let you fuel up if the last digit in your tag was an even number on Monday, Tuesday, or whatever. You had to go on a certain day to get gas, and we had to wait in gas lines. It was terrible, and a lot of that was because Jimmy Carter had run the economy down. There was all kinds of everything, Cuban Missile Crisis going on. There was He had done all the same things Biden did. They don't like gasoline for some reason. And so the first thing the Democrats do is they drive up the price of gasoline crazy. Biden did the same thing. First thing he did, executive order, shutting down pipelines, shutting down exploration, shutting down active drilling. And then he started selling off our reserves to bring the price artificially down when it was driven up on purpose. It's a dump truck chase. What they need is a police dump truck to come pit that son of a bitch. It's a stolen dump truck. This is not live. I'm letting you guys know. It looked like it was fun, so I figured I would leave it on. It said earlier. This was about. It's 4:41. And it's right now 6:20. So this is about an hour and 40 minutes ago. Okay? I'm pretty sure. Please don't quote me on that. I don't know. Wow. Isn't that crazy? You can make money on YouTube, but you either have to hit it or you have to work it. I haven't hit it, so I'm working it. But I'm doing okay. 5 years, I'm over 3 million views, 25,000 subs, and over 1,100 videos. By the way, I put up my Blairsville tour, walking tour, all edited and clean with good audio. The video's a little weird on that one. I also put up Helen. The video came out really good. I took the first one and the second one, put them together, took out all the dead air and all the bullshit, that boring walk through the park and all that. I took all that out and I just put like the walk through town, and then I ran it through the speech thing so that my speech is really clear and you don't hear any of the traffic driving by. You guys should go check it out. You're gonna be like, holy crap, that's pretty cool. And I also put little names of everything in the captions. I've also put up 2 other videos of the 2 ham fests that I did. So I'm back to posting edited videos again, along with these live shows that I do every night. Yes, she loves me, all right. She's my girl. She came up feral with kittens, and we took her and her kittens in. And once she saw me taking care of her kittens, she just came right over and let me start petting her, and now she's my best friend. I mean, her and I are just, oh my goodness, she loves me. She just can't get enough of me. Look at her tongue hanging out. That's why her name is Mama Bleep. All of our cats, we adopt and Carlotta and whoever else, we adopt cats that are like the mama with the kittens, and then we can usually find homes, and we adopt a lot of them out. But she brought her kittens right into our house. I mean, literally. And we started taking care of them. One of them passed, and the other 2 we raised up. And so she became a lover. She's face F's you, if you know what I mean. She just constantly can't get enough. I don't know why I would be getting that. Yeah, Mama, chill out just for a second, okay? All right. What was the name? Her name is Mama Bleep. The term bleeping means sticking your tongue out. She bleeps all the time. She's just, sometimes she'll walk around with her tongue just hanging out. And so every one of my cats, if they're a mama kitty, their name is Mama something. I've had Mom Kitty, and then I've had Mom Bleep, I've had Mom Fuzzy, I've had Mom Cookie, I've had Mom Striper. It's always Mom something. And then the males usually get stupid human names. I have Ted and Ed. I think the next one I'm going to name Paul. Yeah, mamas always get the moniker Mama, because that's kind of a rank around here. If you're a mama kitty, you get a little bit of clout. Isn't that right, Mom Kitty? See, her tongue's hanging out right now. Here. See that? Her tongue's hanging out right now. You're crazy, Mom Kitty. You're just nuts that way. All right, so anyway, uh-oh. What happened over here? Shit, I hit the button. Sorry about that. We lost the dump truck chase. I'll fast forward it a little bit because this goes on for a while. This, you know what it is? I bet you this catches up. No, it won't. It won't quite make it up to real time. So I don't think it's live anymore. Come on, let's run some red lights. He's taking out them barrels. He don't give a shit. I think if I was going to go to jail anyway and I was running from the cops in a big truck like that, I'd take out every one of them damn barrels. Is the sound cutting out? It did give me a warning a few minutes ago, but it should be stable now. Every now and then I get a bandwidth warning, and I just got one, which means that there was a fall off in bandwidth, but it's back now. Is he going to go steal some dirt? Oh, that's funny. I don't know. We'll stay with this for a minute. I don't know what's going to happen. I can forward it up a little bit here. We'll kind of jump. Oh, there he goes. Signal 4. I was just going to say, we'll cut to the chase, pun intended. Oh, man, did you see that? He hit that shit hard, man. Yeah, let's go for the instant replay. Oh! One more time on the instant replay. Here it is from a little bit earlier. Here he comes. Here comes Idiot Stick. Yep, here he goes. Stupid asshole. Hey, can't you see that lane's running out there, bucko? You dumbass. He literally, those two, the two concrete things came together because he was running down through a construction area where you don't drive. And there he is, all laid out. Is he going to get out now, or is he all hurt? Oh, I'm hurt. Now someone, and this is what I always think, someone will not be going to work tomorrow now. Because most dump truck drivers are owner-operators. That man's lost his livelihood. The good news is he's probably got insurance that will give him something back. Probably a decent truck. Hopefully it's a corporate truck or a government truck or something, so it's not, somebody doesn't have to bear this burden by themselves. Yeah, he thought he was Rambo. He thought he was. Yes, he's laying there. Just come up and arrest him. Oh, yeah, let the dog bite him. Okay, there we go. That's good. They got a bad habit of overdoing it lately. Where do you want this load, pal? All right, well, there you go. So they got that shithead stealing some man's livelihood, man. I don't like that. I'm telling you guys, I don't like that shit. I have a real hard time with that because, it's like there's certain things you don't do. You don't steal a man's tools. And I don't care if that's a woman's hair cutting scissors and she's a beautician. You don't take someone's ability to make a living, okay? You don't take someone's tools and steal them. You don't steal somebody's work truck. They got to get up in the morning and that truck goes somewhere to make money so they can feed their children. I don't think people look at it that way, okay? It's one thing when you go down to the beach and you steal a sports boat. Yeah, that's bad. It sucks. You're going to get arrested, I hope. But the bottom line is when you start messing with people's tools, it's like up north. You don't F with a man's firewood. You will get shot. You go up in the mountains where my cabin is, and you go start taking a man's cord of wood and loading it in your truck, he will shoot your ass. I'm telling you. There's certain things you don't do. You don't steal a man's tools. You don't steal a man's firewood. And when I say man, I use that generically, of course. And so that's what bugs me about that is that sucks. All right. Anyway, he's wearing a safety shirt. Oh, that's friggin' funny. Okay. Let's see here. What else do we got, guys? Yep, there they go. They're arresting him. Okay. Good enough. So anyway, basically right now, in the United States, weather-wise, we're not looking at all that much. There is a little storm system moving through what's coming out of Idaho and is going to be moving into Wyoming and places like that. It's just basically rain. There's not a lot going on. The rain is still coming down in Victoria and Seattle and Vancouver. However, not near as bad as it's been the last 2 or 3 days. They've had an amazing try to get warrants and drugs. I never saw the logic there to just constantly be beating down that tree. So I always look for thieves. Thieves were my thing. I loved to catch burglars, shoplifters. I didn't care if they were stealing shit. That was for me. I was gonna go get those people and lock them up. And guys, I know I'm getting a low bandwidth level again. I don't know why. God, this is aggravating. I'm getting rid of all kinds of shit. I don't know. Ah, shit. All my pages I normally use with you guys, I just got rid of half of them. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I'm having a bandwidth issue that doesn't make any sense to me at all. But I'm showing a bandwidth issue. What else is running? Okay, yeah, there's just nothing extra running right now. That's why I'm trying. Normally it handles this load with no problem at all. I'm hoping I don't have a new problem or something wrong. Luckily I have 2 backups. I can do the show with the Linux machine. I can also do the show with the laptop. Alright, so anyway, let me go through this with you real quick, and then we're going to get back in and talk a little space weather in a few minutes. For this weekend, I am working on trying to put a few things together for this weekend. It's very difficult. I'm here by myself all weekend. I do have to go, and I'm going to go see my mom on Sunday and have lunch with her. Take her to lunch. We're going to take a drive around and maybe go walk a mall somewhere. So it'll be fun. But tomorrow and then the rest of Sunday that I'm not with Mom for the 4 hours in the middle of the day, I'm looking to do things. I think what I'm going to do is shoot some reel tomorrow. I'm going to go out. I'm going to go ahead and put something on that I can shoot in, go out and park my car and bring everything I need to shoot myself doing stand-up, discussion this, discussion that. I want to talk about, I got 2 or 3 different things I want to talk about. Traffic light timing. I want to go out and actually stand in front of a traffic light and show you with a stopwatch and show you guys how absolutely ridiculous some of these traffic lights are, and how they're all mistimed and how they sit around and do the wrong things. I also want to go and shoot a bunch that I'm going to use to bring about a 20-minute documentary on how they have so screwed up the roads around here. They've made it almost impossible for people to get home. They've put medians down the middle of roads that used to have turn lanes down the middle, and now everybody has to drive to the next traffic light. You have to sit and wait at the traffic light, and half the traffic lights and half the things don't let you make U-turns. So you've got people that are driving an extra mile down and an extra mile back just to get to their house every single day because our illustrious and ignorant DOT here decided that we didn't need to put a left turn lane in for those people. Screw them. Screw their house that they built there in 1970. Screw the fact that they've always been able to make a left turn out of their home. Screw the fact that they've always been able to turn in there. And so I want to document this. I want to do, and I'm going to be very direct. I want to really bring to light how absolutely stupid and ignorant this is. Because you know what gets me is you could have a traffic light right down from your house, totally mistimed, totally screwed up, totally set wrong. And most of you probably wouldn't even notice. It surprises the shit out of me. I sit in the car with people and I'm like, have you noticed we've been here for 4 minutes? And like, no. It's like, did you realize it skipped us? No. It's like we all just sit there like it's like we're automatons. I'm telling you guys something. If you start paying a close attention, maybe you shouldn't, maybe you don't want to. But if you start paying close attention to things like traffic lights and traffic circles, which are straight from hell. I hate traffic circles. They're the worst invention ever. I hate you, Europe, for that. Anyway, all these things that they're doing now, the timing on these lights, the backward-ass patterns, the triggers that don't work since the 3 hurricanes that we had, it's a ridiculous mess down here. And even though our infrastructure is not that old, our traffic lights are not timed right, they're not triggered properly, and they don't work well. And then when you add the fact that our roads are undersized for our population this time of year, it's really frustrating to get around. Yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot going on solar-wise as far as that goes. Yeah, it shouldn't be skipping anymore. Okay. I don't know. It's done it twice, but it's quit now. Yeah, traffic circles are garbage. What it is, it's all this fair bullshit. Okay? When you pull up to a major thoroughfare and you're on the side street, you're going to wait 3 or 4 minutes. That's the way it works. Okay? The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one. And so that's so important. Okay? You're on the highway. You and there's 1,000 other cars on the highway. And you're doing your thing up there. And then every 4 minutes or so, we'll stop the traffic and we'll allow the people on the side street to come out. But the people on the side street got sick of waiting 3 or 4 minutes, so they want a traffic circle. That's ignorant. Now what happens? Everybody's inconvenienced. Where before, I had a 3 out of 4 chance of hitting that light on a green. 3 out of 4 times, green. 1 out of 4 times, I would stop for a minute or so. The side lanes don't take that long to clear, and then you got the turn lanes, maybe 2 minutes at the most, and you're going again. And then the next 3 times you come through, you fly right through. Now we have a traffic circle. Now it backs up. And there's a spot in Sarasota where they've got about 9 traffic circles in a row, right on US 41. They should be shot for that. And it backs up to where you basically creep and crawl through all of these traffic circles. It is terrible. I'd like to blame people because they're stupid and they don't know what to do in a traffic circle, but I have to admit it, it's confusing for me. I was a professional driver for many years. Fire trucks, police cars, ambulances, you name it, I drove it. I even drove wreckers and taxi cabs. And I'm going to tell you something. There's just, the whole process is just bad. It doesn't, when you pull up to one of these things, It doesn't keep the traffic moving. Everybody starts slowing down, everything starts backing up, okay? And you're stuck. You're stuck in this quagmire, this congestive slowdown is what they call it. And we need to quit with these traffic circles. They're putting more and more and more, and every one they put in, it's difficult to understand exactly what to do. Some of the diagrams are different than others. Some show a ball and you got to go around the ball 3 times and then jump up and down. And other ones you go around this way and that way, and yeah. And it's very confusing. And like I said, I've been driving a long time. If it's confusing to me, I know it's confusing to others. I go up to Charlotte County, where the average age person up there is 59 years old. I go up there, and nobody knows what to do. People are stopping in the middle of the circle to let people enter the circle, which is completely opposite of what you're supposed to be doing. When you're in the circle, you always have the right of way. When you're outside the circle, you always have to yield to the people in the circle. Anyway, they got all these extra lanes. When people get to the other side, they don't realize they're in a lane. You got to stay in that left lane or whatever all the way through. But then sometimes that left lane doesn't go the direction you want it to go. It's heading over the other way. I hate these things. I absolutely hate traffic circles. I wish that whoever invented the traffic circle, I hope they rot in hell. I just can't stand these things. Yeah, we've got one they just completed up in Charlotte County. It looks like a lopsided egg, and it literally is such a mess, and it gets things backed up for a mile. And everybody's just, because as you come up, everybody has to yield to the circular traffic, which means your main road, you have 3 lanes of people that can't. It's just terrible. Red, I've never seen a traffic circle that worked better than a light that is timed and triggered properly. I have it, because by the time you get to a large enough road that the traffic light is just taking way too long, it's already too big for a traffic circle. Really, you can't go more than 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. I don't think I've ever seen a traffic circle with more than 2 lanes. I've seen one time that had like a 3rd turn lane just on this one side or something, but it's generally speaking, they're 1 lane by 1 lane or 2 lane by 2 lane. So they can't be used in the really big applications. And where they're using them, I just don't see where. I think it was better before when we just kept the traffic moving, and then we stopped it once every 5 minutes. Yeah, I've met people from England that love them, and I've met people from England that hate them. It's true. And yeah, I agree with you. We were not trained with them. I didn't drive through them. I don't know what to do with them, and I hate them. They do not cut down on the number of accidents, but they do cut down on the number of serious accidents. I will admit. Because with a traffic light, about once a month you get a really bad crash. Somebody runs the light or whatever. With a traffic circle, it's less likely that you're going to get any kind of high speed, because everybody's crawling through the damn thing. Designers they're using them as a crutch right now. Also, something I want to mention, and I'm going to be doing in this video tomorrow. One of the things I'm going to be mentioning in this video, back when I was a cop and a fireman and all that bullshit, late 80s, 90s, early 2000s, okay? We're talking a millennia ago, okay? We never closed roads. Construction people never closed roads. We fixed the road. If they needed to fix the road, then they detoured you, or they did whatever, but they didn't close the roads. We didn't shut down all of downtown. We would shut down maybe one road or something to for the vendors or whatever. But nowadays, they've got to the point nowadays. Is this thing on? Testing. They've got to the point nowadays where they shut down a road for anything. They get a crash, they'll shut down 9 lanes of traffic for a 2-car accident. The cops shut down lanes for anything. My God, if they get a fatal, 6 hours, 12 lanes, forget about it. And we've got to the point where these construction people, they just shut down lanes. It's like, I got to get to my house. What do you do? And it's just different now. And you know what I attribute it to? It's the fact that, okay, I'm getting this error again. I don't know what's going on. I restarted the computer just before I started tonight. So I don't know what to do. Probably not going to be on too long here. Shit. I don't have anything extra running. Let me see if I can figure out what's running. I don't even have things on the 2 screens back here. Okay, Radar Omega is showing an extremely high use. Let me recycle that. I don't know what's going on. Radar Omega's a system hog. I like it, don't get me wrong. Okay, that's leveled that out now. That might have fixed it. I think it might have been hanging up. Yeah, they're doing a lot of really stupid shit with our roads, and nobody's talking about it. Nobody talks about it, and that's why I think tomorrow I'm going to go shoot enough B-roll that I'm going to be able to come home and put together a couple of 8 or 10 minute videos. I'm going to move an antenna in the morning and put my HF. I'm not putting the computer and all that back in yet, but I'm going to put the HF rig in, and I'm going to see if I can do POTA. I might go out and do a park or 2 tomorrow too if I can get that going. I'm having a real hard time with antennas tuning on my car. I'm going to move my trunk mount over to the middle of the trunk lid and see if I can get that to SWR out better. Also, I ordered a big SWR gauge that I can hook up to my rig, and I can actually dial it in a lot easier. It'll give me a nice big gauge that can be power or SWR. It was $25. I had to. I have to be able to see what the hell's going on with my tuning. No, traffic circles do not increase the number of cars you can get through an intersection. That's a fact. They don't speed up the cars getting through the intersection. That's a fact. All they do is they prevent the municipality from having to pay for maintenance and an electric bill on a traffic light. And believe it or not, that's part of the equation. Yeah, I think my internet's doing okay here. But I've gotten 2 or 3 of these slowdowns now. I can't believe the Brits are still putting them in, and I'll tell you why. They take up a lot more room than a standard intersection. I mean, you literally have to tear down 4 houses in order to put up a traffic circle. If you've got a tight intersection with say a 4-lane road and a 4-lane road, if you're going to put in a full-size 4-lane, a full-size 2-lane traffic circle, where it's 2 lanes all the way around, you're going to have to tear down 4 houses. UK, whatever you want to call it, yeah. and I got a client sending me a show late tonight. So I'm probably going to go in and go to bed and set my alarm for 5 a.m. and get up and make the show. It airs at 7. I have to do it 2 hours early because I have to get up and make the show and load the show in enough time that if I'm unable to make the show, load the show, or dial into the station, that I can drive to the station and get it loaded in time. Yeah. So where over in England or Britain or UK, whatever you guys want to call it, back over there, okay, well, in all of the UK actually, property's at a premium right now. And every time they put up one of these stupid traffic circles, it cost him a few more houses or places where they could build houses. 3 more in your area too. That's terrible. All right. Well, anyway, that's that. Boy, that the shots coming in from that New York Christmas walk, they really do it up there, guys. I mean, I know New York's the biggest city in the world, pretty much, or whatever, but oh my God, they really do it up there. It's just beautiful. I've been kind of watching that one. It's just absolutely gorgeous. It's hard to believe the amount of lights that I'm seeing on the trees. I like thin trees that are wrapped in lights like that. It looks really cool. I love that effect. Look at the lights, my Lord. Incredible. All right, so what else is going on? Yes, yeah. And of course, you don't have to smell it because it's on video. All right, so let's take a quick look here. I have a love-hate with New York just like I have a love-hate with California. All right, and we're watching the release of these Epstein files. I don't know if there's some names coming up. There's a few new ones coming out. I mean, we already knew about Ghislaine Maxwell. That was his assistant that used to set up all the stuff, but now Kevin Spacey's come out, Michael Jackson, Richard Branson, which is the British billionaire that founded Virginia Group. He's appearing in a bunch of pictures with Epstein now, apparently. We knew about his social tie, but now pictures are coming out. Mick Jagger, lead singer of the Rolling Stones, shown in photos with Epstein and Clinton around a table. Social connection, no implications of wrongdoing yet. Of course, Bill Clinton, former U.S. president, appears in numerous previously unseen photographs, including one standing next to Epstein, another in a hot tub with some other person that's redacted, and others socializing with Mick Jagger, Kevin Spacey, long-known associates. All right, and yeah, so there you go. I hate that those names came out. Let's see here. I know there's more than that. Sometimes you have to really get on AI's ass to get it to do it. Yeah, that's another thing. Traffic circles are bad for businesses. Oh, who else does it got here? Chris Tucker, Diana Ross. Now, just you have to remember, just because these people are in a picture or these people went to the island at one point doesn't necessarily mean. I mean, he used to entertain people straight up that had nothing to do with the sex and the pornography and the pedophilia and all that kind of stuff that was going on. So keep that in mind. We don't know. You know, it's kind of hard. You know, Bill Clinton apparently spent quite a bit of time there, so you have to start to wonder. Yeah. He can feel your pain. I feel your pain. Hey, Amber, what's up? Thanks for joining. Welcome aboard the crew. All right. Yeah, and these documents, there's still heavy redactions. We should have some better lists. I tried to download the documents, and it just kept erroring out. They're having a hard time getting it to go out. You have to click the thing, and then you have to wait a certain amount of time, and then it comes up, and you have to click it again. It's a monkey screwing a football. It's a little game you have to play. I couldn't get it to work earlier. What I was going to do was I want to get all the stuff, but come to find out, it's 200,000 pages and pictures and shit, and I'm just going to have to wait till other people go through it. You know, I figured if it was 500 pages, I could stick that in an AI and tell the AI to pull out every single name and why it's involved. But it ends up being way too much for me to be able to even deal with. So I am going to let the other people deal with it, and then I'll just read what they come up with. Oh, yeah, it will, Red. I'll be able to get it if I want it, but now I'm not sure I even want it. Yeah, it might be slow. Yeah, remember, they did this. I wanted to explain to you guys real quick here. I'm coming up on 1 hour. I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and then I'm going to come back and close the show. But I wanted to tell you guys, at work, we have a name for it in the media called Doc Dump. What it is on Friday afternoons. It almost always happens on Friday afternoons, and it usually happens at about 4 p.m. And that's because that's the last business hour of the week. When you release something on at 4 o'clock, okay, it breaks, it hits the evening news, and it's done. It goes into the weekend, and it's over with. And if it's something like this, by the time the evening news comes on, you haven't had a chance to even go through it yet or figure out what's going on. So it gets reported without any depth or anything to the story because it just got released literally an hour before the newscast. And then Saturday and Sunday, nobody pays attention to the news. And by the time we get back to Monday, we've got other fish frying. That's why they call it a doc dump. And it usually always happens on Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern, anytime right around there. So there you go. That's why I think that they did this the way they did it. They waited till the last minute. They doc dumped it at 4:30 on Friday, and now, like, my show is getting ready to. We took to air. We had the information for 10 minutes when we took to air. How much could we cover? So we basically just covered that it happened, and we moved on to other things, which means it didn't get covered properly. Now, by the time we come back on Monday, it's going to be 3-day-old news by then. And it won't take up that much of the show on Monday either. That's why they do doc dumps on Friday afternoon. It's literally the way they do it on purpose so that they can make sure it gets the least amount of press possible. And that's why you do the Friday afternoon doc dump. Okay, Very good. Okay, guys, I got a few more minutes in me here. I'll tell you what, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go check something outside real quick, and I'm going to play a song here, and we are going to be back in just a few minutes. This is the Sights and Sounds of Earth. My name is Ian, and you are watching us broadcasting live from our studio in Southwest Florida. And I'm going to be taking a break for just a few minutes. I'll be back in about 3 or 4 minutes. So don't go anywhere. This is the Sights and Sounds of Earth on Starship Adventures on YouTube. All right. All right, guys, there we go. We're back here for our last segment. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. This is the Sights and Sounds of Earth. My name is Ian, and this is Starship Adventures on YouTube. And thank you, everybody, for being here. I'm broadcasting live tonight from the Starship Studios in my backyard in North Fort Myers, Florida. Broadcasting over fiber optic. It's glass all the way to the net. All right, guys, and here I got just a few more things to talk about, and then we'll be checking in to see if you have anything to talk about, please go ahead and stick it in right now, and we will do that. Up in the upper right corner, we're looking at all the latest information on 3i Atlas, which made its closest point of approach earlier tonight and is now starting to slowly move away as it heads back towards interstellar space. Okay, in the middle we got the Kilauea volcano, which is calming back down again. She gets angry and then she calms back down. We have a Christmas walk going on. Looks like he might be leaving the park now, just walking back towards wherever they're parked or whatever, but we'll keep that on for now. Also a live shot from New Orleans, Bourbon Street. As you can see there, folks walking by the camera. Not as busy there as you would think. You know, we always see the pictures of Mardi Gras, and I'll tell you what, if you've ever wondered what happens to all those beads after Mardi Gras, well, they don't all get taken home in people's luggage, I can tell you that. There's a video that I helped make over on the Carlotta Alata channel. That's at Carlotta Alata. And if you go to her channel and look for a Mardi Gras video where we actually went back and found the live camera video of them cleaning up the next morning, or the night, and they use front end loaders. Okay, literally, they use front end loaders that have big rubber tracks on them, and they'll get two of them out there and they work the streets. They got guys with a trailer with pressure cleaners, and they're pressure cleaning everything into the street. Then the guys come with the front end loaders, and before long there's a 10-foot tall, 20-foot wide pile, and they put it right in the middle of that intersection you're looking at right there, and that they keep stacking into that pile until they've got it all cleaned up. And then a big old truck pulls up in there next to the pile, and they start loading it with one of those, with the bigger of the two front end loaders. They start loading all of that into the truck, and then they clean it all up. They get it all in there, and it literally fills an entire truck full of what's left of those plastic beads. Yes, roundabouts are not logical. If we were Klingons, we would fight wars over stupid shit like that. Have a good night, Steve Allo. Have a good night. No, not a repeat. I'm back. Every hour I take about a 6-minute break and I roll the commercials. I hit the commercial button. That's all. I generally go about 2 hours, although on Friday nights I generally cut it kind of short because I either have to make shows before I go to bed, or I have to... Oh, okay. All right, so one of my shows just went a best of, so I just have to load a best of episode for that one. But the one that plays tomorrow morning at 7, I still have to get up and make it in the middle of the night. So that's kind of a sucky deal. But I don't mind doing it. It works out good, and he likes to have the latest numbers for all the stuff in the show. So, all right. That's a good idea, neighbor, about something. I put a card up in my spot right here, and I'll change that card so that it says commercial break. I'll be right back. That's a very good idea. Thank you for that. And that way, if I'm not sitting here and you don't see me, you will see that card that says commercial break. We'll be right back. That's a very good idea. Thank you. Um, yeah, it's like ADD TV, man. You got to catch people fast. Isn't that right, little kitty? She agrees. She don't talk much. What? What was that? Oh, okay. She's talking, but see, you really can't hear her. Yeah. She speaks very softly, but she carries a big stick. Um, yeah. I try to stay off the politics some too, but sometimes something big's going on. Um, Yeah, when I'm with family, I don't do it. Now, luckily, I have one aunt and uncle, and their part of the family is they're very left wing, and then most of my family are very right wing, and then of course I'm a constitutional libertarian, which still kind of puts me on the right too. So I don't really have a problem with my family because when I go over there for Christmas, they're all on the right. It's not a problem. We all kind of think about the same about everything. We actually they all believe like I do that the biggest problem we have is not Democrats, it's government. The government's the problem. Um, yes. Yeah, the dock dump thing that I talked about, they'll use that in the private sector as well. They'll use it when there's going to be a merger and they know that people aren't going to like it. They'll announce it at 4:30 in the afternoon on a holiday weekend Friday. You better damn well believe they do that shit on purpose. So yeah, I believe you. Hey, Car, what's up? Um, yeah, absolutely. So, hold on, I'll be right back. This is my daddy kitty, and yeah, just so you know, you all right? I think he had a stroke. He's he's doing okay. He still licks and cleans. He still eats and drinks. He still poops and pees. Um, but he's not steady on his feet anymore. He can't really jump up on anything too tall. Um, I don't know. He walks with his head crooked now. I've had this happen to several cats. This is nothing new. But I do think he's had a stroke. I just letting everybody know. He's all right. I mean, he's a good kitty. He'll be around for a while. Isn't that right? It could be an inner ear infection or something. I don't know. I mean, I haven't ruled everything out yet. But yeah. He showed up here with a hopelessly broken rear leg. We tried to catch him to put him down and we couldn't get him. And he went away because we were all trying to catch him. He left, and he was never our cat to begin with. And then he showed back up here and his leg's okay. And I'm like, that leg was like hanging off and shit. Shows back up, legs working, hardly walks with a limp. Doesn't walk with a limp now. Well, maybe now, but wasn't. And he's been with us he's like 10 plus years old. I don't know. He's been around a long time. And so I don't know. But I think he's had a stroke. And he's fine. He can still live a long life like this. And it will get better, just like with my mom. Just like with a lot of other people that have strokes. You know, you get a lot of it back. I didn't believe it. But you do. You get a lot of it back. You get a lot of it back. You have to work for it. Isn't that right, buddy? I have to get you into some kind of feline therapy. What you doing? Buddy, I'm not going to push you off. What's wrong? Hey, come here. I'm not going to push you off. It's all right. He acts weird because he's afraid he's going to fall. So, it's all right. I'll go put you back in your box. I've got him an Amazon box right outside the door, and that's where he's living. I'm going to put apartment B on the side of it. Yeah. He's a good boy. Isn't that right? Yeah. Okay, I'll go put you back out. Come on. Oh, look who came in. Oh, that's Ed Earl. He has to go check out the food and the water before he can do anything else. First order of business, survival. Anyway, he'll be all right sledging. You know, he's an old kitty anyway. He's an old street cat that's had some very bad injuries and illnesses. He's living a decent life right now, and he's had a stroke. He'll be okay. He can still walk around, and he's got a fenced yard, so nothing can get to him. And he can go in the house through the cat door and all that. So, yeah. And like I said, he wandered up here with a broken leg one day, and that's how he became our cat over the course of time. Come here, Ed. Say hi to everybody. Ed, come on. Here's my other number one kitty right here. Come on. You're so beautiful. Yeah. You can walk over here. Walk over here. Come here. Okay, whatever. But anyway, yeah, this is Ed Earl. Ed Earl wandered up here. I don't have to go far to find cats, trust me. Yeah, I had my first cat only lived to be 2 or 3 years old. He got hit by a car, but I was a little kid. My next cat that I got it wandered up to my aunt's house, and my mom let me keep it. It was at Christmas time, and I was, I think, 10 or 12 years old. That cat lived to be 22 years old. Yeah. It's kind of funny when you think about it, because when that cat was born, I was in middle school, and when that cat died, I was the deputy chief of the fire department. I mean, that cat lived a long time. That cat got to live a long time, 22 years. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. Or actually, I was probably just a lieutenant at the fire department. But the point is it was literally the rest of my schooling and half a career later, and she passed away. And the other one we had, Garfield, he lived to be 21, and she was a tabby. He was like a black Persian type thing. Great cats. And then my Queezer, my gray tabby, she lived to be almost 17. And yeah, I miss these cats. I miss them every day. I still think of them all the time. Yes, I've had several come to me after they've died. I know they're there. Yeah. Um, yeah, Ed was so small when he first arrived here. He literally walked through the chain link fence. His head would fit right through the chain link fence. He's doing that water bowl thing back there where he's making a mess on my console with the water. He can't just drink water. He's got to like play with it and F with it and everything. All right. Yeah, cats are amazing creatures. I got to tell you, I've really enjoyed over the years having cats. I've just really enjoyed it. All right, the next launch we're going to deal with is tomorrow, 6 a.m. But that's in China. And then also tomorrow at 9:15 a.m. we've got one taken off from. It's a Blue Origin, and it's taken off from the Corn Ranch Spaceport in Texas. And then on the 21st, two launches, one in New Zealand, one in Japan. And so the next Florida launch, for those of you who watch the Florida launches down here, not till the 28th of December. So we're taking a little hiatus here at Launchpad 39 Alpha and the adjacent area. All right, so there you go. Let's see our space weather propagation for tonight. He does need a kitty waterfall. That would actually fix the problem. And I've considered getting one for him. Solar flux down to 118. Not a lot of energy up there, but a K index of 2, which is quiet. Not the best. 0 or 1 would be better, but 2's not so bad. So propagation's probably about normal. You're right now at night. We're seeing openings from 20 all the way up to 80. You could find some openings overnight tonight. All right, so that's what we got for amateur radio. I have decided, guys, I'm going to Hamcation in Orlando. If there's anybody in here that wants to or can go to Hamcation in Orlando, I'm looking for people that may want to go and work with me and work with me and my production. And maybe split a hotel room or anything like that. So it's in Orlando. It's coming up. Let me see if I can get the date. I think it's early February. February 13th through the 15th. It's February 13th, 14th, and 15th, which I'm sure is a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going. I plan to spend a lot of time there. I have fallen in love with Hamfests. The last two I went to were amazing. I had a great time in Atlanta with Heath. I had a great time down here with Joseph and Carr and all my friends over in Tampa at my club that I go to up there that I'm a member of. And so I've had a lot of fun at the Hamfest, and I've decided that I'm going. Now, I don't know. I've got other friends that may be going as well. But if there is anybody out there, and I'm going to announce this a bunch of times, but if there's someone out there that's going to Hamcation or was wanting to go to Hamcation, if you can get your way there, we can meet up, and I would love to work with you. I'd love to meet you. I'd love to hang out. I'm looking. I don't really have much of a crew right now. I know that I know Carr and Joseph and some others are considering going. I'm hoping I can get a nice little crew going, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm definitely going to Hamcation, and there's a lot of neat different things to do. I'm planning on spending a lot of time there. I'm going to be doing a lot of different broadcasting, a lot more than I did at the last two. I'm going to also be doing a lot of recording. A lot of my live broadcasts, they look like shit because the bandwidth sucks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the live walkthrough for sure. But then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do another walkthrough with the gimbal. and everything just like I did, but I'm going to do a more in-depth walkthrough. Also, I think I'm going to try to get more of the vendors to talk. The ones I got to talk were great. And I think if I just ask, hey, can you tell me what's going on? And, I think I can get more of the vendors to talk. On the remake videos I did, I put all the websites in for like Tower Electronics and the Sign Guy and all the different people that were out there. But anyway, yeah, so all that's that. If you guys get a chance to check out those videos, that would be cool. But yeah, I'm going to Hamcation in Orlando on February 13th, 14th, and 15th. I'm probably going to be staying Friday night and Saturday night. I'm going to take Friday night off work. That's currently my plan. And I'm trying to figure out all the logistics now. So everybody kind of keep this in the back of your head, especially if you live down here in Florida. I know, I think it was Sludgeon. I think you live down here over on the other coast. I would love to meet you at Hamcation and we can work together. It'd be great. Yep. All right. Let's go ahead and put a last call in. I need to get going. It's Friday night, guys. It's a long day for me. And like I said, I still have to do these shows. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here in about 10 minutes. So you guys go ahead and throw in any last thoughts or anything you'd like me to bring up or discuss. I did go through ham radio news today. I didn't find much to talk about. There is a new website out there that you guys may not be aware of. And it's called DX Look, and it does a lot of neat things that it's like PSK Reporter, but it's not. It does other things besides that, and I'm gonna put in the link for you right now. But this is my website of the day. I think it's a really cool website. I found it on QRZ, the website QRZ. They've got a news article up about it. It's called DX Look. I just put that up there. You can go into this website and you can check out patterns and you can check out what grids are here and what other grids, and it's actually very comprehensive. I'm impressed. I'm not even good at using it yet. I've already figured out I can use this when it comes to my static broadcasts as well. Hi, Kitty. And so I think it's going to be cool. I see Ed sitting back there. I like this website. I also like the VHF propagation map, and I also like the HF propagation map, and also the PSK Reporter. Those are all still great websites as well, but this one here, in some ways, is even more advanced than those. It uses mostly the same data. So there you go. Check that out. That's dxlook.com. And let me know what you think. It's not a paid sponsor. I found this on QRZ and I'm passing it along. All right. Other than that, that is what I have. Tomorrow, I'm going to be going out and shooting a bunch of A-roll and some B-roll, and I'm going to come back here and I'm going to edit. So I don't know if I'll be live at all tomorrow. But I am at some point going to play with my radio and my antenna, and if I get it working, I may drive out to a park and do a park. So I'm not ruling it out, but I really don't think I'm going to be on tomorrow. I'm going to go out and shoot static video tomorrow. And then Sunday, I may do a drive or something on Sunday. I don't know. I may do POD on Sunday. I will have some time. We'll see how it goes. Setting up this in the car is a lot. And so I might not even set it up this weekend. I'm thinking about setting it up on Wednesday, the Wednesday before Christmas Eve. I could set up my car and I could leave it set up through the 5-day holiday, because I'll be doing a lot of different driving and going to different places. Yeah, so there you go. All right, I guess that's about it, everybody. Last call for the chat room. Please put anything in you'd like to discuss real quick before I sign off. And wave goodbye to 3I Atlas, as it will never be closer ever again than it is right now. It is going to head into interstellar space, and it will continue to travel away from our solar system, for the conceivable future. And therefore, barring some kind of strange phenomenon, this will be the last time we ever see 3I Atlas. And it's leaving. It's done. They're saying that it's off gassing and jetting and doing different things. It is what it is. I wish we could have gleaned some more information. I wish we could have had a spacecraft to rendezvous with it, but we just didn't have. We're not there yet. We don't have anything on standby. The truth is, in the near future, what we really need is a standby spacecraft. That just we launch out there, and it just hangs out outside of the moon's orbit or whatever, and it basically just waits until we need it. And like for this 3I Atlas, we could have used it for that, but we're not quite there yet. But we're getting there. Elon Musk is getting us there really quick, and others. All right, let me take one more quick peek here. I hope you guys like that website. I found it to be quite interesting. Good night, Red. Good night, Sea Hag. Everybody else that's in there, thank you. Good night, Jingle. Have a good night out there. Okay, I don't see anything else here that's breaking. All right, I don't see anything else here. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, this whole Brown University not having any working cameras, that's bullshit. That needs to be fixed. They got a $4 or $5 billion endowment from the United States government, and their cameras didn't work. That's just the irresponsibility there, and I'm sure they did that on purpose. I don't understand how there's people that think it's perfectly okay that if someone victimizes somebody, they don't want them to get caught. I don't understand that really. All right, well, anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. It is Friday night, and I am tired. I'm getting ready to go to bed. So I do hope you guys have had a good week, and I hope you have a great weekend out there. This is the weekend before Christmas. If you still do the whole shopping thing, try to get some of that done because you're running out of time. And I will tell you, most everything on Amazon can still get to you before Christmas. Don't forget about Amazon. Everybody's always driving here and driving there and driving this and driving that. I go on Amazon and order everything I need, and they just throw it over my fence. Again, not an endorsement, a suggestion. I'm becoming quite. I'm a Prime member now, and I'm becoming quite the Amazon guy. Because it's easy. I would never have my groceries delivered, but when it comes to Amazon stuff, it's great. Jungle, I do appreciate that. Yep, and by the way, as far as what days or nights I'm going to be on through Christmas, yeah, I don't know yet, but there's a real good chance. I am doing some different stuff with family this year. Instead of doing Christmas with my mom at Christmas, she's doing Christmas with other folks in the family and different things. And she's just getting out. She's going to be tired and all that. So in about 30 days, her and I are going to go up and spend a week at the cabin, and we're going to do our Christmas during that week, where we've got all of our Christmas tree up there and everything. And we're going to set up the whole thing for Christmas up there, and we're going to do our Christmas up at the cabin so that her and I can have a nice special Christmas up there. So I am not going to be doing anything on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, it doesn't look like. So I may just do shows because I know there's a lot of people out there that'll be like me. They'll be without family on those nights. And that's possible, Junior. Or at least disconnected them, yes. Can you guys see this? Look at this. What are you doing, Mama? Well, oh, there goes the kickstand. What are you doing? What are you doing, Mom Kitty? I call that climbing the ladder. She'll do that for like 20 minutes till she gets tired. Be climbing the ladder. Are you climbing the ladder, Mom Kitty? Here she goes. She's climbing the ladder. Oh, she's such a good kitty. All right, guys. Yeah, I think, Junior, I think that's exactly it. Unfortunately, it sucks, but I think you're correct. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for tonight, for Friday night. I'll probably be on tomorrow night. I'm relatively sure I will. If not, I'll put it on Discord, and I'll put a post up on the channel that I won't be on. But I do plan to be on tomorrow night, and then Sunday night, and then right through Christmas. Now, the weekend after Christmas, I may go out of town for a day or two on that weekend. I'm not sure yet, but I'll probably still be doing some broadcasting. So, well, I will keep you guys up to date. We'll see. I mean, I will probably come in and do a Christmas Eve, maybe an hour or two on Christmas Eve. We'll see how it goes. I think that'll be fun. I'll put up some Christmas lights, some real Christmas lights, not everything that looks like Christmas lights. All right, guys, we'll see you guys later. Live from Southwest Florida, my name's Ian. This has been the Sights and Sounds of Earth, right here on Starship Adventures. I hope to see you guys on the next adventure, maybe perhaps down the log. And like I said, we will be doing shows tomorrow night, and I'll be doing shows tomorrow night and Sunday night as well. If there's anything else going on, I'll try to put up notifications, but make sure you hit your notification bell on here. I get a couple of those a day, and that way you'll be notified that something is going on. All right, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We'll be back tomorrow night for the Sights and Sounds of Earth right here on Starship Adventures on YouTube worldwide, on the largest broadcast platform that's ever existed on the face of the planet. We'll see you guys later. 7 3s. Have a good one, everybody.